Hello, class, and welcome back to Viva Barca. Welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Ronald Araujo, as it has been reported that the Barca defender is on course to travel to Qatar for the FIFA World Cup. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then to conclude this episode, talking about Marcos Alonso in a recent interview where the defender talks Xavi, Messi, Balde, Pique, Alba, Real Madrid playing at centre back. We are going to be discussing on everything Alonso had to say. So guys, before we get right into it in much detail, please do ensure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Turn on the post bell notification to always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right up to the very end. A recent report from Mundo Deportivo has offered an update on Ronald Araujo's injury. The Barcelona defender had to go through surgery following his thigh injury, which was initially expected to rule him out of the upcoming FIFA World Cup. However, the defender has since made a speedy recovery, working day and night on his fitness and maintaining a firm schedule. His determination and commitment have helped him emerge in contention to travel to Qatar. The report suggests Araujo is in contention to make the trip to the Middle East if everything goes well. He is expected to become a part of the Uruguay setup as they look to perform well in the World Cup. It is believed that Araujo will continue his recovery with the Uruguayan national team but under the supervision of the Barcelona medical team. The club have no plans to force the defender back into action and potentially aggravate his injury. Uruguay head coach Diego Alonso has traveled to Barcelona to have a chat with the club members and coach Xavi Hernandez. He has assured the group the team does not plan on risking Araujo's health, but he does consider him a vital part of his Uruguayan defensive setup. So with that in mind, Araujo could very well make the trip to Qatar. However, his potential involvement in the matches remains an open question. The Barcelona centre-back is unlikely to feature in the first phase of the tournament and has been effectively ruled out of the group stages. However, there is a chance he could feature if Uruguay qualifies to the knockout rounds. The South American giants have been drawn into Group H alongside Portugal, Ghana, and South Korea. They are slated to start their World Cup campaign in November 24th against South Korea at the newly built Education City Stadium. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. It has been over 2 months since Marcos Alonso arrived at Barcelona, signing on a free transfer after his contract at Chelsea was terminated. And safe to say that the Spaniard has settled in well at his new club and is a player that Xavi Hernandez relies on quite a bit. The Spanish international recently sat down for an interview with Sport and Mundo Deportivo, during which he discussed his transfer to Barcelona, his past stint with Real Madrid, and various other topics. On supporting Barcelona since he was a young child, he said, "In my house, we have always been from Barca, and in the end, it was the team that my father belonged to, and I am very happy to be here in the team of his life, and hopefully, it will be mine for a few years as well." On his time at Real Madrid, he said, "At first, it was complicated. After doing the trials a bit reluctantly, I was called to go. My parents laughed. In the end, it was the best thing to develop me. I was there for many years. I grew as a footballer and as a person I cannot say otherwise." On his first memory as a cool, he said, "The most special memory was the first time I came to Barca. It was in the Clásico. I was lucky to go down in the locker room after the players were gone. It was Iniesta's first year, if I'm not mistaken." On why he chose to join Barca this year, he said, "At any point in my career, if you ask me which team I wanted to play for, I tell you that my basic desire was to play for Barca, like my father did. Maybe it was another risky decision, getting out of my comfort zone, but it's a beautiful project that motivates me a lot. After so much time away, playing in La Liga before the end of my career was something that I wanted. On having signed just a one-year contract with, and whether he wants to stay for long, he said, hopefully, I'm very happy to be here. The project is beautiful. It motivates me. There will be time to think about this. Now I am focused on the field." On his thoughts when Cesar Azpilicueta renewed at Chelsea, he said, "I was calm because I was doing well at Chelsea, where I had been for many years, and I felt loved and respected. I was looking forward to coming here, but calmly because I was happy there and focused on the pre-season at Chelsea." On whether he received a call from Xavi, he said, "I don't remember. Really, it was more in the summer." On Alejandro Balde, he said, "He's a player with great conditions and a lot of projection. I don't like comparisons. Everyone has their conditions." On Jordi Alba helping him adapt, he said, "The atmosphere in the locker room is very good. Obviously, more with those I really knew from the national team. Jordi is among them, and he did not do a bit as a captain, and he did do a bit as a captain with his important weight in the locker room and work and helped me in many days." On whether he expected to play more than he has, he said, "I think it's early to talk about that. I'm happy playing in a position I've never played before, but if the team needs it, I'll try to adapt, to do my best to help the team." On whether he has played a centre back in a four-man back line, he said, "With a line of four, no. At Barca, it is the first time. Because of the injuries and everything, it's what the team needed, and I'm always trying to adapt." On if he feels comfortable in the position, he said, "Yes, it's not my natural position where I have been playing for many years, but if the team needs me, I'm there." On Xavi's message to him, he said, "Above all, that we play calmly without fear is a message that he always gives to everyone." On earning a call up to the World Cup, he said, "If Luis Enrique's decision, it is his decision. It is not up to me. It is up to me to play for my club and be the best possible condition. Now I feel very good as a winger or centre back. The important thing is to play, and we will see what the coach says on day 11. On being part of Gerard Pique's farewell, he said, "It was very special and an honor for me to be able to partner him as centre back and defence in the last match at Camp Nou. He's a player I have been watching for so many years since I was a child. The atmosphere was very nice. I'm happy for him and I congratulate him on the career he has had. He can retire very calmly now." On the atmosphere at Camp Nou on Saturday, he said the field was full after the game was over. The people with the lanterns and Jerry's speech, were all very special. On the young crop of players at Barca, he said, "I've only been here for a short time, but we have many young people with a lot of projections. Some are already great players, and over time they will assume more responsibility and leadership and will become the captains, hopefully, of another generation just as good as this one, hopefully." On Champions League exit, he said, "I think we started with a little bit of bad luck in the Munich game when we could have easily gone into the break 3 or 4-0. As a result of that, perhaps a little doubt in that. But I think it's a new project with young people, and it doesn't happen. It's a complicated situation because we all wanted to get through to the group stages, but we have to put that aside and focus on everything else, which is not a small thing, and we will think about the Champions League hopefully next year." On whether winning La Liga is an obligation, he said, "For a team like Barca, you have to be there all the time for all the titles. It is a goal that is there. We are going to try. You have to go little by little, 3 points at a time, and fight for each point as if they were the last, because each one will be so important." On Andres Christensen, he said he came for free from another country. He's a young, but he has fantastic conditions. With Andres, Barcelona have a central defender for many years. On Messi return rumors, he said, "Messi is, with Diego, the best footballer of all time. Who wouldn't want him to on his team, and more with everything he's done here? Surely anyone would be delighted." On whether he would take free kicks for Barca, he said, "I take them in training and hopefully soon in matches. We haven't had many, hopefully soon." On the pressure at Barca, he said, "The bigger the team, the more pressure. This is obvious. You have to use it to help yourself, motivate, and if possible, work harder so that everything goes well." Favorites for the World Cup, he said, "There are many good teams, Brazil, Argentina, France, defending the title, but the World Cup depends on many things. They are all great, but you have to have a bit of luck, arrive well, and hopefully Spain wins this time." So guys, with that, we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye for now.